webinars that are happening daily at 4:30 p.m. And during these webinars, we are featuring our academic departments. Each day is dedicated for a different department. And on that day, of course, the department talks about different bachelor degree programs that the department is offering. So the entire schedule is available on our Facebook under the events. But let me now share my screen as well, and just to give you the full schedule here, just a second. Here, we'll start from the very beginning. So welcome to the American University of Iraq Suleimani. We already had a general session about AUIS last week, Wednesday. The recording is available on our Facebook. So if you have missed the information, you're very welcome to review it and see who we are and how is our educational model unique for the educational world here in Kurdistan and Iraq in general. And as I mentioned, on each day at 4:30, we are running our online webinars to share information about our educational programs. So today we are starting our third webinar, and the focus today will be on the College of Dentistry. You can see the schedule of all other webinars that are still following, and we will end on May 8th, a day before the University Day. So on May 9th, AUIS will host our traditional University Day, a day when everyone and anyone is invited to visit the campus, see us for themselves, and meet our department chairs, our students, and our alumni in person and ask all the questions. But let's give the focus to the guests of our webinar today. So with me today, you'll see our College of Dentistry representatives. So Dr. Tara, our department chair, Dr. Dana, faculty member. So these two faculty members will tell you all about the program. And we're also very excited to have the student voice, because students are the customers of the program. You are probably most likely to trust their voice and their experience. So huge thanks go to Evan and Ahmed, who are with us today and who will share their experience. So without further ado, Dr. Tara, thank you for being with us today. So the floor is yours, and we look forward to hearing more about the program.
Thank you, Ms. Esti. I would like to welcome everyone to our live session and webinar about the College of Dentistry. Now I can share. Okay. College of Dentistry at AUIS. As introduction, our college opened in the spring of 2023 and has already run successfully 3 semesters of students, and proudly we have 2 of them today with us, Ivan and Ahmed. Generally, dentistry branch is regarded as the art and science for preventing and treating, diagnosing the cases of human teeth and the surrounding structures, such as the gum and the oral cavity. In our College of Dentistry, we focus on implementing the latest technology, including even the AI, for achieving the highest quality of teaching and learning for our students. This is one of our first cohort students, some of them during the laboratory session, who Dr. Zanas is the instructor of the biology in our college, and with Dr. Bruce, who's the president of us, and we would like to share the ideas about the college with the president always, and proudly we saw them every time during the sessions and the practical, and we supervise them. Our objectives and curriculum regarding the College of Dentistry, our main objective is providing the high quality from the critical thinking based on skills to meet the worldwide standards, and then producing the skilled dentists in the future that serves in the community education. We worked hard on developing a unique scientific curriculum that's based on the experienced professional in different fields of the dentistry from outside and inside the country, and the program built to be 5 years program, including 10 semesters. The total credits of the whole semester is 165 credits, among them 35 credits from the core subjects related to the AUIS, and the rest it will be the foundation and the major subjects. Our dental labs and clinics. AUIS thankfully constructs several different well-equipped labs for our students that help them in the development of their practical skills, because as you know, from the start we said that the dentistry is not only knowing about the scientific theories or theoretical part. They should practice well to be a good dentist in the future that serves the community. So the first goal of our academic scientific way is to enhance the skills or improve the skills of the students, and this will be through the good supervision from the instructors, and then the highly equipped dental practical clinics and labs. All the labs have the necessary safety measures and the instructions regarding the universal one, from the fire safety, chemical safety, fire exit, and the fire extinguisher. Also, our college in the way to build a new dental clinic that helps the students to practice on a patient, which is a serious part of the College of Dentistry, and they should experience after their 6th semester on a patient, or practice on them outpatients, and even the university students, the public community, they service different kinds of treatment, and they propose to have it after the 6th semester. For our labs, we prepared ceremony for the opening of the dentistry labs and inviting members from the higher education, and we are proud to have a simulated phantom lab from the Dentsply Silona, which is the high technological type of laboratory, which is simulated to the real dental clinic environment. We are proud to have it because we want our students to practice well on a high technology and the up-to-date needs in the dentistry branch. This lab look like the dental chairs, and the phantoms look like the patients. So it is a good preclinical practice for them for the future clinical work on a patient. Another important one, the human anatomy lab. Both the phantom lab or the simulated phantom lab, which is the unique in Iraq, it's the first of its kind in Iraq, and even in most of the neighboring countries. The same for the human anatomy lab, which is also the first of its kind in Iraq. This one for the learning technology for instead of the cadaver, the students in the human anatomy for the head and neck and the gross anatomy, they should practice well on a human body, because at the future they will become as a surgeon, because the dentistry branch is the surgical one beside the art and science. Instead of the use of the human anatomy table only for the human anatomy, they can use it for different subjects like the histology, like the biology, like even for the radiology. Another important well-furnished or the state-of-art equipped lab is the dental anatomy lab. Also, it connected with the instructor, because the students here should practice by drawing the teeth and carving the teeth for the future repetition as the dentist, for doing a filling, constructing the prosthesis, and etc. So they learned on a good base to become a good dentist in the future. Another important point related to our college is another lab, which is a unique one also in Iraq. It's the dental material lab. Everywhere the students just know about the dental material, but we specified a well-equipped lab for them, for the dental material, to do the experiment on the materials, to know more and more about the materials that they inserted to the oral cavity, to know, to do a research on it. And this will be a baseline for our students in the future to practice well and then do the research within the lab. Now I invite one of our esteemed instructors, Dr. Zana, who is the oral biology specialist, to just go on through a few of our slides about the career pathway of the dentistry college. And thank you for sharing this webinar with us, Aiste.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Zara, for the presentation, and welcome everyone. Thank you, Ms. Aiste. And I would like also to invite everyone, to welcome everyone to our live webinar. My name is Dr. Zana. I'm the instructor of oral biology at the College of Dentistry, AUIS. And I will start from where Dr. Tara left. Yeah, so I will be mainly focusing on the subject of after graduation. What will our students have for the future? Now, after our students graduate from the College of Dentistry, they will automatically obtain a BDS, which is the bachelor's degree in dental surgery, which directly qualifies them for opening their own private clinics and or if they want to work in the public sector. So they have both options. So once they graduate, they will be directly able to perform several procedures in their own clinics or the public sector. For example, dental surgery, dental fillings, or taking radiograph x-rays, dental extractions, both simple extraction or surgical, root canal treatments, removable and also fixed prosthetic appliances, which is mainly like more than 90% of the job of a dentist. They will be directly qualified. They can also further specialize in any field of dentistry by doing a master's or a PhD degree, a diploma or board. So they can directly work in the private clinic or public sector, or they can further pursue their education. They can become academics, clinicians, or like myself, both at the same time. Some of them prefer to carry out laboratory or clinic-based research, which is also an option. So their job when they graduate is not limited to the clinics. Okay? So if they want to specialize more in dentistry, we have so many branches. They can become orthodontics or oral and maxillofacial surgeons, periodontics, prosthodontics, endodontics. So endodontics would be mainly root canal. Periodontics will be the gums and the surrounding tissues. Prosthodontic would be constructing fixed and removable prostheses, or they can choose other subjects like oral pathology, the dental public health, or oral medicine, and so on. Periodontics, of course, for treating the children's teeth, oral and maxillofacial radiologists. So there are some subspecialties. For example, they can subspecialize in cosmetic dentistry, which is nowadays gaining more interest by the public. They can also subspecialize in restorative dentistry or the geriatric dentistry, which is basically the dentistry for the elderly. That was for after the graduation, so that the students know what they can do after they graduate. Now, back in 2023, we held our first major dental symposium in October of 2023, where we gathered both regional and local dental colleges, and we shared the idea of our college and also shared with them what our goals are and what their goals are in order to provide a medium for future collaboration and partnership. As a part of our activities also, just the first semester when we started, we participated in the third Suleimani Dental Meeting, the SDM3, so that just directly from the beginning, we wanted our students to join the dental community, get to know the other universities, other lecturers, and what are the main topics of research and seminars. So that was back in this spring. We also participated in the UIS's University Day, which was also back in the spring. We will also be participating this year again. We also participated in the academic fair in 2023 with our college students from all semester. So apart from all the academic and after graduation talking, so we also have some fun activities that we usually participate on. So we participated in the AUIS Spirits Day, both staff and students. We were there. And we have our own club, the Don'tics Club, which is for our students in order for them to get more interested and participate with our other clubs. So we participated in the AUIS Clubs Day just last year. We will also be participating this year. And this would be the last slide of our seminar. So that was the last day of our first year with some of our students in the front of College of Dentistry's building, of course, with all our staff and Dr. Taradin, Dr. Bruce, and myself, Dr. Omar, and the other students. And thank you. And I will stop here and back to Ms. Einstein.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tara and Dr. Zana, for a very concise presentation with all the key information. I think considering that you are only finishing the third semester of the program's existence, already to see how much has been done and how much is going on, that is truly impressive. But before we get to analyze some of the achievements and the things that you are mostly proud of as faculty, I actually wanted to bring our student voices on board. So Ivan, maybe we can start first with you. And what I'll ask you is to maybe just tell a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how come you decided to study dentistry and why you decided to choose AUIS, right? I think you and Ahmed and all the students who we have in this program, we definitely could call you the bravest students, the risk takers, because you were, brave enough to come to a newly launched program, right? Usually, many universities will have graduates and graduate success stories to boast about, but this was, a new program at AUIS. So I think our audience will probably be very interested to hear your feedback, to hear your opinion and why you chose the program, and how has your experience been so far? How would you evaluate your studies? What would you recommend to other students who are considering, where to go? And at the same time, before I give you the floor, I just want to remind our audience here on Zoom, as well on Facebook, that if you have any questions, please leave your comments. We will be taking all the questions at the end of our presentation. But now, Ivan, yes, please go ahead, and thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Hi everyone, my name is Ivan Ali, and I'm one of the third semester students from AUIS College of Dentistry. And also I can say I was one of the students from the first generation, and I'm so excited to talk about our college. And also I wanted to thank you all for inviting me to this webinar. So if I talk about why I chose AUIS, I can say it was actually because of various reasons. First of all, it was because of the education system. I really loved the American education system that AUIS provides. And also, beside education, I chose AUIS for the environment that it provides. For the lovely and friendly environment, the friendly staffs and faculties, which they really helped us to experience very new experiences, to have such education systems, and to also, beside education, I can also mention that AUIS provides various activities and opportunities for our students. And one of the main reasons why I chose AYS was because it for the trustworthy certificate, the international certificate that you're going to receive after you graduate, where you can travel abroad and elongate your education system, and actually you can study abroad anywhere you want. And also for the various activities and opportunities, like for example, picnics, club activities, and very other fun activities that you students can join, and avoid a little bit of such stresses that you are going to face during your academic years. And why I chose dentistry was because I really love to work with my own hands and also to help people. I really love to help others. That's why I chose dentistry. And also dentistry at AYS was because of the high qualified, well-prepared education system, and also the high qualified labs that we have, which were very useful for us to experience very new conditions for very educated, and we have theoretical and practical classes that really help us to build ourselves as a future dentist. And also, I am very excited. I want to mention that I'm very excited for our next work with clinically with our patients.
Yes, I think, thank you so much. I think we'll still come to Dr. Tara to talk more about the vision and future plans. But before we do that, let's also give Ahmed the floor to share his experience and his reasons for choosing AYS, and then we can have the discussion and take on the questions. Ahmed?
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ahmed. The reasons why I choose AUIS, let's say like it's not it's different than other universities for the beginning. In AUIS, you can see like more diverse students than other universities. Here you can like say diverse students from many cultures. Okay, I'm one of them. I'm not in the different culture than the place that I'm in it right now. So this is one of the things that I'm enjoying right now. And others than like as Dr. Tara and Dr. Sana has explained, in our universities, the labs are more moderated than other universities, which gives us more advantages in learning more practical work. So we can have more, like say, experience. So when let's say the patient in the future more trained in our clinical work, they can trust us more than the other students. Oh, that's what I hope so. And for like what's most likely, as you can also let's say active with other students from the other majors. You may like have friends or the class with other majors, maybe from the social science or maybe from the law students, and that is very beneficial and helpful in my opinion. And from my experience, I think AUS like is most of the amazing experience that I have tried till now, and I hope so will continue like this in the future.
That's wonderful to hear, but I think everybody will say, well, the students are sounding too positive. So is there anything that you would like to change, to improve? Are there challenges that you are seeing? And Ahmed, I would still start with you. Like you said, you're not a local student. So can you tell where you're from?
I'm from Baghdad, okay, the capital of Iraq, okay. It's like far away a little bit from here. So I'm staying out. One of the points that AUAS is that it has the domes. Most universities, especially in the south, they don't have the domes, so can students stay in it? They have to like rent a place that's outside. What's special about the domes is inside the unit, the security that's unit provided, so students and their parents can feel secure about their about their children, or the students can feel like say secure about themselves, which is very helpful for us as students. And as you say, sorry, as you said, like a positive way, one of the, let's say, like the interruption is the load. As a dentistry students, okay, we have labs, I think more than other majors. This is kind of positive and negative in the same thing, because at the same time, it gives us this the load of the time on the consumption. Because if you think it in the long time of view, it will be very helpful to have a practical experience with it.
Thank you so much. Well, I think students wouldn't be students if they didn't complain about the workload, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But in a way, this is what the international university is about. And being the American university, you know, especially on last Wednesday's session, we did talk about the unique educational model that we offer. And maybe, Dr. Tara, maybe I would like to actually pass this part to you. If you could comment how much this American educational model is affecting maybe the College of Dentistry students, right? Because they have to take some additional core courses, and how does that equip them in the program? So maybe just like, I mean, I know you had the slide about the core courses. So if you could mention what type of core courses students take, and then how that prepares them for their further studies.
Thank you, Ms. Esti, for your question. College of Dentistry, beside their majors and the foundation subjects, they have also as I said, some of the core subjects that's related to the AUIS, like a civilization, for example. These subjects, we integrated them to the dentistry subjects to be more easier and more useful for our students. Like we have a subject about the modern dental professional, we have a subject about the history of the dentistry. Beside these, our unique subjects within our curriculum about the digitalization, we have subjects related to the digital dentistry and the aesthetic dentistry, which is today, as Dr. Zada said, it's the most important part as a job of the dentist. They should make up the aesthetic and the smile of the patient. Again, also we concentrated on the research side because we have a specialized subjects related to the subject. At the last year, the students should have a project for the research, because we want to engage them from the first day of the college to how to choose data, how to collect data, how to write the assignments in the way of the review of literature for the future preparation to be as a scientist or as a researcher. Again, we have special subjects about the evidence-based dentistry, which is also a new subject in the dentistry for collecting the data and relate the evidence that is really attractive to the dentistry students, relate the data to the reality. Regarding the dental clinic also, we want to have a specialized dental clinic for our student for the future practice, as I said. By that, we enhance our student to have more practice before they graduate, because after graduation, they will be ready to have their own dental clinic, or they can also even practice in the public or the private sectors, not their own clinic. If someone wants to, as Ivan said, to complete their specialty outside, they will be well prepared, because the American style of education at the College of Dentistry at AUIS prepared them to be a good scientific researcher for the completion of their postgraduate specialty.
Thank you. And since now you kind of again led onto the theme of graduation and the specialties, I would like to expand and give Dr. Dana again on the screen, and just maybe from you, just to hear from you as a faculty perspective, what are you mostly excited about when you think about future graduates of the program? You listed all the possibilities, right? So you obviously know the field, you know the program and the strength of the program. So what are you personally mostly excited about when you think about these current students like Ivan and Ahmed, and what they will be able to do, and what the possibilities that they'll have after graduation?
Of course. Yes, what is really exciting about our College of Dentistry is the after graduation, of course. So basically after they finish their studies here. Of course, most of the students, not only dental college, most of the students are worried about their future. But if they graduate from our college, they shouldn't worry at all. They have lots of opportunities. First of all, which is the most important, when they graduate, they will be so prepared that they can directly open their own private clinics. So most of us are clinically oriented. Most of the dentists, when they graduate, they want to open their clinics and do their job as dentists. So if they decide to do that, only I think about more than 95% of the job of a dentist, they will be able to carry out directly and successfully. Now, for those students who are more academic, they want to lean more towards the academic life. They have the opportunity, like all other universities in Iraq and in Kurdistan region, they can pursue their degrees, masters, diploma, and PhDs. So just like our other universities, public universities and other private universities, they can enter the competition in order to secure a chair for themselves to do their masters, of course, and then afterward their PhDs. Now, during that, if they finish their master's degree, let's say, and they have their own clinics. So I'm talking about myself now. So I had my master's degree. So now I'm doing both jobs at the same time. So that would be the same for our students. They can pursue their master's degrees and they can enter the academic life whilst carrying out their jobs at the clinics. If they, that's the second option. The third option is, of course, if they want to study abroad. They will be prepared both in terms of the academic life outside and the clinical life. They will only have to do the equalization, which every dentist should do. After that, they will be directly ready to work as dentists in any country they want, or they can pursue their degrees in masters or PhDs outside, then return back to our, of course, we encourage them to return back to our country and our city and to serve here, to serve the community. But whatever path they decide on, they will all be ready for it. And that's what's most exciting for them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. In the previous webinars that we did, we actually were receiving quite a few questions about the tuition fees of the dentistry program and whether we offer scholarships. So I think, Dr. Tara, I'll give the question to you. We do not need to give the numbers out. All of the tuition fees are on our website, but I think the question of the scholarships, but I think I would like to turn the question more about the value of the program, right? Because as much as I know, yes, there are lots of universities that offer the program, the dentistry major, but I know, and I've heard you talk many times, that our program is one of the few programs where students do not pay any additional fees for the labs, for the books and so forth. So I would like you to expand on that element, on the financial investment when students choose AUIS and the value of that investment.
As the College of Dentistry, from the first day we decided that we prepared everything for the students because we want the students to learn on a good base. We also equip them with the materials, with the instruments, and there are no extra fee for the student to pay more for buying materials, buying devices or instruments, except the simplest one that every student should have it for their future in the dental clinic. Because we want the quality to be at the highest level, not every student bring different material for the clinic and practice on. For that reason, we unified the materials and the equipment and even the instruments to be well prepared within the lab. just the student come to the lab and practice preclinically and then for the future clinic. And this will affect the way of the financial support, because the student only pay for the learning, not for the extra payment for the books or the materials or even the instruments. We have no scholarship because the level of the education at the AUIS, it's so expensive for the university, and the payment of the students not cover everything, because as we said, everything at the highest level. But the tuition, as you said, it can be known from the website, and now it's, I think it's not a high price. Everyone can tolerate the price. If we make a balance between the level of the education and the practice, it will be a cheapest type of the education at the AUIS, I think.
Thank
Even
you.
for a library, even for the books, they have a website, or they have the program like a ProQuest, like the Perligo. They have no chance to buy any extra book. Everything is prepared for them and available.
Right. Well, and as you very well said, it is, about the quality that the students are receiving. You've shown the pictures of the labs, and I've heard you mention that these are the best labs in the entire country. So I think that quality kind of already dictates the standards, but also the value of the education that students will receive. On that note, I do want to remind our audience, and especially the high school students, if you are thinking of majoring in dentistry, AUIS holds each Thursday. AUIS admissions office holds one-day AUIS program, and that is the opportunity when high school students can come and become AUIS students for a day. That would mean you go to actual classes, you meet the actual professors, you can talk to them, you meet the students, you can interact with them, you can eat in our cafeteria, basically spend the day on campus. So if you are interested, again, go on our admissions webpage on the website, click on the Visit AUIS option and register for the University Day. Based on your program interest, we can put you in the dentistry classes, you'll see the labs, you'll meet the professors, and that will be the best insight into the program that you can receive. As we are rounding up, I want to make sure that I can give a chance to our other panelists to say the last comments. And mostly I want to refer basically on your opinion and your response to the question of why AUIS's dentistry program. So Dr. Zana, you talked about graduates, you talked about the value, but then just your last comment for students who are interested in the career in dentistry and are looking for dentistry program, why should they choose our program at AUIS?
Yes. If I myself was a student and if I was thinking about applying to a college, I would have chosen AUIS for several reasons. The first being that the curriculum that we have developed here has been developed with the aid of both local and international experts, so that it is the most updated curriculum available. Our labs and hopefully in the near future, the clinic that we're going to build will prepare our students so well that when they graduate, there will be nothing that will surprise them or shock them. They will have learned everything they should know as dentists. And besides, one of the reasons would be, of course, the AUIS community, the AUIS as College of Dentistry, and the AUIS's history and the story that it has to tell the community. So it will be the college, the university, our labs, and our curriculum, and their bright future they will have.
Thank you so much for the summary. Evan, I'll go back to you. So, I mean, you've spent 3 semesters in the program. You talked well about your choice of choosing the university, the general educational model, and then the program. So what would be your advice to future students? First of all, to those who do not know exactly if they want to study dentistry, and then the biggest question of all, right? Where to study it and whether the tuition is worth, whether the quality is worth the price that they will need to pay. So from your own experience.
So from my own experience, if I talk about when I decided to come to AYS, I was actually not sure about choosing dentistry. But as far as I remember, I did not really think of dentistry. But when I came to AYS, and then when I saw the people there, when I saw the staffs and community, the also the instructors, which they really helped us to know more about the major, to know more about our future. And also, as we experienced our times, as we spend our times on our labs, especially our phantom lab, when you sit in front of your, like, let's say, a robot patient, you really feel like a dentist, and you see how excited you are. So if I go back in time, I would still choose AYS, and I would definitely choose dentistry. So if you are a student, if you are a high school student, my advice is to choose AYS, and especially our College of Dentistry.
Well, thank you. It's so nice to see your eyes sparkling with passion for the program. So I think all students can be jealous of you seeing that, when you find your passion, when you know that you are in the right place and that you are happy with your choice, that absolutely sounds amazing. So thank you for sharing your passion with us. That's amazing to see. Ahmed, so you traveled all the way from Baghdad, right? So what has drawn you, and what would you tell, are you, you mentioned that you knew where you were coming and you're happy with your choice, but what would you tell to other students, who are maybe living far away from Suleimani and who are considering all the opportunities? Is it worth to be going so far away from home? Is it worth considering AUIS? And then what's your recommendation for people who are not sure where to study dentistry?
I would recommend them join to our College of Dentistry and UIS, because maybe some students feels okay, I may be like shy or maybe afraid of going away from their homes. But choosing this this experience and trying to go away, it will teach them some skills that may not have it. And our university will improve these skills by maybe, as Dr. Tara and Dr. Zan has mentioned, our our courses, let's say we have some courses from the, let's say, the English and the history that will exist the knowledge that other universities don't offer. In addition to the phantom, to the labs, let's say the phantom labs that Ivan have mentioned, let's say it is like giving us a practical skills and other stuff. That's all that encourage us to choose the dentistry and let's say. So, as like summarize everything, I'll choose wisely and choose if you have the passions, have the requirements, choose dentistry, and I encourage them to join to our university. It will be like let's say an experience they won't forget it all their whole life.
Thank you so much. And as always, as I say, you do not necessarily need to trust what we are saying here. We invite you to come and see it and experience it all for yourself. And Dr. Tara, maybe the last word about the upcoming University Day, because I know that your college has some plans how you will want to showcase your program. And this is, I think, the best opportunity to intrigue the audience to come to our University Day on May 9th. But what would they get to see from your college?
From the last year, we practiced well in the University Day, and we impressed everyone the guests who visited us. Ivan laughed on this because we collect everyone. The guests come to our booth and see everything that are new for them. We would like to invite them to come to our University Day and to see our activities, which is something different from the last year also, because we have today more experienced students in our college, because the last year they are the first semester students. Now they become as a senior for the rest of the students, and I hope we show the best quality and the best way of in the best way our college. Regarding, I want to just add a few points about our the courses. The courses are the continuation from the first semester till the 10th semester. Anyone who interrupts one of the courses or one of the subjects cannot pass the next one, because it's all of them as the continuation, because we started from the preclinical one and then the clinical one. So the practical is the continuation till the clinical one. And also, as we said, the core subjects is arranged within our curriculum in the different way than the other colleges, and truly they help the students to build the scientific way of the thinking of the students, because we depend on the critical thinking and the program learning outcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for these last comments. Well, I want to thank all our panelists for your time today and for sharing this important information about the program. Huge thanks to the students for sharing your experience. All the best as you continue on this important path. Of course, I look forward to becoming a patient of yours one day in our clinic. And I think that's what we will encourage, and hopefully that's what the university can contribute to the local community in sharing their expertise and helping people to learn better how to take care of their health. Let me just finalize, close up what we talked about today. Today we did the webinar and featured our College of Dentistry. We will be continuing with these webinar series every working day. We will not do this on May 1st, as that will be a day off. So the schedule is where tomorrow we'll meet with our College of Pharmacy representatives. So to our audience, please continue joining us online. And a reminder, of course, of what we already talked about, to mark your calendars for Thursday, May 9th for the University Day, because this is when AUS will be welcoming everyone to campus and will be gladly sharing about all our departments. And that will be the chance to experience some of the practical elements that some departments will share. It will be a chance to see our student capstone projects. So we'll try to engage our audience in various exciting and meaningful ways. And today we thank you for everyone who watched us live on Facebook, who was with us here on Zoom. Thank you for questions, for interactions, for likes. And again, big thanks to the audience, to our panelists for your time and for your expertise and your voice in sharing about the program. I wish everyone a pleasant evening. And to the audience, I say, well, we'll see you tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Bye-bye.